what else is here is the Continental Classic. So, and they did this on the Thanksgiving week show the night before Thanksgiving. You and I both had better things to do. And that's when they started the Continental Classic tournament, where Tony gets not only to book tournament matches, which puts people against each other that you should never match against each other, but this is based on the Japanese tournaments where there's a blue block and a gold block, and people wrestle multiple matches. They don't get eliminated when they get beat. They just don't get a point, and the winner gets 3 points. But if you get a draw, you get 1 point, and you don't get any points if you get beat. And it's for people with minds for numbers for a meaningless belt where everybody wrestles everybody. And they all go too long. And that's what, again, Tony he's lost it. He's run out of ideas. He's doing the same shit. And even when he had better talent the past few years, this thing was always blah. And how can you even keep track of who's the champion of what? There's multiple champions wrestling for this title. But here we had Pac, Endo Boring. And that's another thing about this tournament. You end up random heel versus heel matches like this that do nothing for anybody. Because Pac looks tremendous. He's in great shape. He tries to emulate Dynamite Kid with his body language. He's great technically. He's got no personality, but with a good presentation and booking, you could make him a silent, moody badass. But Okada's just lazy, and all his shit looks so fake, and it's like needles under your fingernails to watch him. And they went 15 minutes. And then I swear to God, this is the finish. I'm not lying here. Pac gave Okada a superplex off the top rope. They called it a brain buster, but he tucked his head. And then after the superplex, Pac hit the ropes twice, got the speed up, and gave him a big clothesline, and then went down to grab his submission hold on Okada, and Okada just sold all of that and rolled him over and pinned him 1, 2, 3. And the announcers are still trying to, I assume, at Tony Khan's instruction, put this lazy sack of shit over as the greatest wrestler in the history of tournaments.
The greatest tournament wrestler ever.
And that's what they did there. Do you have any follow-up?
You know, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this more than most Okada matches just because I wanted to see how they were going to do this. And eventually they got there. And, yeah, Pac hasn't won a match in a while, has he?
It didn't do anything for him. He just got beat again. And at the same time, if Okada's never going to put any effort in, it's not like he's going to get over beating anybody. And I mean, I don't think he can. He could maybe still have a good match in Japan where they don't take away points for the blank facial expression and the lack of logic and the goddamn just lack of charisma. They just want to see the match or whatever. But I think he's too broken down for that, isn't he? Yeah.
Well, New Japan's about to have their last big heyday, so we'll see what happens in Japan.
Well, now, heyday, you say that loud, Aubrey Ed will be there. She won't miss heyday.